What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Breaks. No hoops today, but we do got retro, and we do got collectibles. I don't know if you can see that SGC, massive SGC sub coming back. Star Wars is what we're doing today. You guys kind of enjoyed the last Star Wars episode that we did. And in some of the other videos, you guys have been asking for more. So here we go. This is a massive submission that my brother did. Shout out to my brother. He's working at the moment. He works offshore, so he doesn't get an opportunity to get all his packages. He's gone for, a couple months at a time. And y'all know what time it is, baby. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It is dun 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 tuxedo time. This is very exciting, y'all. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's try to clean this lens real quick because there we go. Much better. All right. Let's adjust this camera just a smidge. There we go. All right, tuxedo time. So I know what some of these grades are. My brother has also looked online because he is offshore, so he did look and see what the grades are. But I don't remember very many of them. I don't remember what the grades are. I know we got a ton of them though. I know there is a ton of cards that got sent out for grading. And from what I remember him telling me, it's either 87, 88, 89, something or other. And then a big portion of it is 1993 tops. So let's see, what's that? 83 Lucasfilms. So there's a lot of 83s and 93s. 83 and 93s. Now there's some significance to the 93s. I don't quite remember what it is. He did tell me. I don't remember. But that is his area of expertise. My area of expertise comes in with the basketball, and his area of expertise is in the Star Wars. So, but like I said, he's offshore. It might be a while before he gets back, and he was really anxious to see his grades. One in particular that is a bit of a mystery to us because it got a pretty bad grade, which we'll run into it obviously as we open these up. But he was pretty shocked by the grades on one of them. So we'll see what we'll start off with. Emperor Palpatine 9.5. I can kind of see why you got the 9.5. Let's see if we can. Let's break out the old magnifying glass, and of course you can find the link to where you can purchase this beautiful piece of machinery. Yeah, see, I can see where he got the 9.5 right there. That's kind of a little bit of whiting in the corner. Otherwise, the other corner's pretty clean. A little bit of whitings on the corners, but still. 9.5 Emperor Palpatine after he got jacked up. Kind of dope. 9.5 there. Boba Fett. A dime piece. Gem Mint 10 on the Boba Fett. Very clean, very crispy corners. That is a very nice looking card. Top Star Wars Galaxy, 1993 Top Star Wars Galaxy. Let's see what he got on the other Boba. A 9. Yeah, I can see a little bit of whiting down on that corner right there. A little bit excessive. Maybe some of the edges. Kind of a ding on the edge there. You can kind of see a little bit. Not too much, though. Yeah, actually, you know what? There it is right there. I see it. Down, you might not be able to see it because of the lighting, but down at the bottom, there's like a little chip right there, right on the corner. You can kind of see it there a little bit better. This thing's awesome. Link in the description. If you buy it through Amazon, kicks back a little bit to the channel, helps me keep things going. R2D2 95 mint. Very nice. Let's keep these kind of separate here. So 10s, 9.5s, and 9s. R2D2. Here's another R2D2. Boop. All right, 9. Yeah, corner's got a little bit of whiting on them. I can see that. Other than that, man, that was kind of harsh. Oh, actually, you know what? No, yeah, that corner's pretty chipped up. Let's see if you guys can see it there. That corner is a little chipped up, so not in the best shape, but still a 9 nonetheless on a 93. C3PO, dime piece. Nice. SGC 10 on the C3PO. Yoda, 9.5 on the Yoda. Dude, these are nice, man. Again, my brother's the... Oh, Han Solo. Dime piece. Gem Mint 10 on the Han Solo. You were talking about a young Han Solo. Han Solo was a stud, man. Here's a 9. Obi-Wan, Mr. Ben Kenobi, an 8. Ooh, that's a bit harsh on that 8. Let's see if we can see why exactly. Yeah, a little bit of whiting in the corner. Oh, yeah, that corner right there has got some whiting. The edge has got some, yeah, some chipping on the edges. So let's see if you guys can see that. You guys won't be able to see it, but some chipping on the edges for sure. The back, no, the back looks okay. Yeah, a little chipping on the back. Man, that is very unfortunate. That's a nice card too. Yeah. All right. I'd say that one's fair. Leia, 10 on the Leia. Yo, why is she blue though? Leia looking blue. Another Leia, 9 on the Leia. Is that? Yeah, that's part of the. I was looking at this little mark right there. That's part of the print. Not bad. I don't know what I can see in this one that's not good. Oh yeah, edges are a little chipped. Corners seem to be okay, but leading up into this bottom corner right here, there's quite a bit of chipping going on there. That you kind of got to move the card around to see it, but it's there. Still a good grade on that 9 though. Darth Vader, 10 on the Darth Vader. I think this is the one. I think Darth Vader's the one that he got. So there's a 10 on the Darth Vader. There's another Darth Vader there. Another 10 on the Darth Vader. My brother's got a pretty good eye, man. When it comes to submitting. So I usually run a lot of my submissions by him. Yeah, this is a nice card, man. SGC 10. Not bad. A couple dime pieces there already. Luke Skywalker, 9.5 on the Luke. Good looking card. Mark Hamill, another one that was a dime piece back in his heyday. All right, here we go. Return of the Jedi, 1983. Topps Chewing Gum, 9. Luke Skywalker. Did that get like encased in there or something? What is going on with that? Yeah, that's got to be inside the case. That little speck right there is inside the case. 9. That's a very nice looking card. Nice, decent centering. I think centering is just a little bit off. That's probably what kept it from 9.5ing, but otherwise, corners are half decent. Edges are half decent for a card from 1983. It's pretty good condition. Let's take a look at this one. 8.5. So again, this is kind of something that we've seen from SGC, right? There's a bit of a print defect there. I don't know if that's what dinged it. I don't know if you guys remember my submission on my Jordans. I submitted 2 of the exact same cards, and they got the exact same grade, and one of them had some print defects. So not exactly sure how they print or how they treat print defects, but that was an 8.5. All right, I think this is where we're going to start seeing some variation. 8 on the title card. That's kind of dope, man. Return of the Jedi. Don't know if it got an 8 because of that right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Kind of weird looking, that whole little thing there. I wonder if, yeah, that might have done it. Otherwise, centering's pretty decent on this card. It's a little bit kind of cocked to the side a little bit, but still a dope card. Let's see what this one is. 8. Yep, 2 8s on that one. Again, this one's kind of got the thing right there. A little print defect right there. I don't know if that's really going to hurt him. I think that hurt him more than anything. Not so much the print defect, but not so bad. Not so bad. I mean, again, these are cards from 1983. They're 38-year-old cards. 8.5 on this one. This is actually a nice one. Centering's a little, top to bottom is a little off. I can't really see why this one probably, that corner is a little bit harsh there. Yeah, definitely some chipping on that corner. So, not bad, man. Not bad. 8.5 for a 38-year-old card. Here is another Luke. 8.5 on the Luke. This one, centering left to right is a little off. Centering up and down is a little off. And you do got some whiting on the corners there. Not too bad. Yeah, that one's kind of chipped up pretty good. Oh, that one's definitely chipped up. So 8.5 on this one's pretty good, I think. I'd say, oh yeah, and then you got that pretty gnarly print defect right there. Interesting. Okay, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We saw 8.5. I think that's pretty fair for that one. 8.5 on this one. Yeah, centering is actually half decent on this one. It seems like it's got like a bit of a, I don't know if that's a smudge or a print defect or what, but that's on the card. That little black dot right there. Corners are a little worse for wear. Yeah, the back is definitely off in terms of centering. Big time off. So yeah, 8.5 on that one's pretty fair, I'd say. An 8. An 8. Yeah, this one. Oof. Yeah, the back centering on this one's bad. Back edges on this one's pretty bad. I mean, you guys can see that. Don't need the glass to see that. I'd say an 8 on this one's pretty fair as well. I'm not too mad about any of that. Whoa, avalanche. Oh, tipped over the, Jesus Christ, we got, all right. No harm, no foul. All right, we'll leave that be. All right, 8 on the C3PO and R2-D2. Centering. Centering's a little off on this one. Centering on the back is definitely off on this one. Man, this is, yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, I'd say 8's pretty fair on that one. 8 on this one as well. Nothing that I can see that stands out in the front. The front is, yeah, a little off on top to bottom. Then it's got that little print defect right there. The edges aren't the sharpest, but you know, you do got some pretty excessive wear up at the top. Again, folks, these cards are from 1983, so they're 37 years old. Probably not on the best cardstock, so they don't probably hold up too well to damage. Here's another. Oh, this one's a 7. Yeah, there's kind of like, yeah, that bottom is kind of torn up on this one as well. I'll show you guys that. It's chipped up pretty good. Yeah, and then there's kind of like some spackling going on there on this one. Yeah, it's not the cleanest. Factory defects though, I mean, but still, it's definitely gonna stop it from minting. Oh, there's our first 7. That one kind of stung the nostrils. Chewbacca, an 8 for the homie Chewbacca. Yeah, there's a little soft corner there. Soft corners, whitings on the corners. Back on this one is not that bad. So pretty cool there. I'd say that's a pretty fair 8. Chewbacca, another 8. Sorry about that. It's a trash can. Trash day today. A little off left to right. I'd say pretty good top to bottom centering. Corners got some whiting on them. Anytime you're going to get soft corners, whiting on the corners, and then your centering is kind of off. Got a couple little print defects there. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. I'd say that's pretty fair. Chewbacca, 7.5. Oof. What did it on this one? Corners are a little white. Centering is not that bad on this one. Man, this is yeah, I gotta say centering on the back is probably what killed this one. Edge wear is not too bad on this one, but I mean, I'd say 7.5 was probably a little harsh. Probably a little harsh for the 7.5, but I mean, you know, for the most part, relatively consistent, I'd say, with the grades. Here's another one, a 7. Okay, this one definitely centering is a little bit off, and then we're seeing a little bit more of this, kind of this spackling that's going on here with the printing. I believe the 7.5, the 7 had that really bad as well. So this is the other 7, and the spackling, you guys can't really see it that well, but see that spackling is kind of what killed that one, I believe. It's pretty heavy right there, but really on this side. So as opposed to, say, for example, this Luke here, which was, I mean, pretty much flawless. And I think that's kind of what killed, I guess what kind of killed these 7s is that spackling. So, yeah, tough break on that one, kiddo. I think they got you on that one. 8.5, Princess Leia. Now, here's the thing. We're seeing some of that spackling on here as well. It's not as heavy and it's not as deep, but it's still there. But this one, again, corners are kind of chipped up. Yeah, corners are pretty chipped up. Centering's a little off left to right. Pretty good top to bottom. And then centering on the back of this thing is just bad. Yeah, I'd say centering on the back on this is kind of tough. Left to right and top to bottom. I mean, we haven't seen anything that's too crazy. Here's an 8.5. That one's nice. Centering's a little off top to bottom. There's some printing defects across the top of this. Kind of some smearing going on there. That probably really kept this one from being sharp and minting. The edges are a little bit rough on this one also. Yeah, you got the edges up at the top here. You got some dings there. Not too bad though. Oop, 8.5. Not too mad about that. Here's 8.5. So this one's probably gonna be an 8.5 also. Yeah. So again, no spackling visible on this one. The front is, you know, clearly off center, left to right. Pretty decent top to bottom. And the back of these is probably what's kind of killing it. It just doesn't look very good. I mean, top to bottom, obviously, we're off some. Left to right is off some. 8.5 on that one. This one's left to right is off. Top to bottom is off. That's an 8. Yeah. Left to right is off. Top to bottom is off. You got some whiting. You got some dinging on the corners there. Yeah, that one's kind of got like a nice little ding there. Yep. There's the 8. Here's another Han 8. Yeah, this one's kind of got some pretty harsh dinging there down at the bottom. Yeah, not the greatest edges there. Here's another one, a 7. Oof. So yeah, you got some dings there. You got a couple of little print spots there. It looks like there's like some whiting or something going on this. Yeah, see, almost like some bricking, kind of indicative of what we see whenever these 90s cards brick up a little bit. And that's not in the actual design either, because here's one that doesn't have that. So yeah, I can see that one kind of getting brought down. Here is Darth Vader, 8.5. Not bad. Centering's a little off left to right. Corners got some whiting. Edges are not too bad. Centering is, man, how do you judge centering on these things, actually, now that I'm looking at it? Yeah, that's kind of got, like, his cape kind of kicks out a little bit. I don't know. I'd say pretty good for that one, though. 8.5. Not too bad. Let's see what this one, an 8. Yep, corners kind of dinged up. There's kind of some pretty interesting stuff going on there in that top corner. Interesting. And then again, the backs don't seem to be the greatest in terms of centering. That one's kind of harsh at an 8, though. I'd probably put that one more at an 8.5. 7.5. There's a kind of like a funky, like, little gash right there that looks kind of interesting. Corners aren't too bad. And a little bit of chip. Yeah, that top corner right there is not the best. You can kind of see some whiting going on there. Oh, and there's a nice little ding right there too. It's kind of hard to see, but if you hold it at the right light, you can kind of see where it dips in a little bit of a divot. 7.5 is a tough one on that one. Again, 37-year-old cards. Here's a 7. Now this one again, you know, Vader. You see the printing there on Vader, not the best. Couple of print defects, some soft corners. Yeah. 7 on the Vader. Yep, some soft corners, white corners. All right, man. Push him back. Here's a 9. Oh, that's a nice one, yo. Very nice 9 on this one. Title card, 9. That looks good. That's a good looking one. Now here is going to be the one. Oh yeah, man. This one has some. Oh yeah, this one had some, like. I'm sure my brother missed that for sure. You see that bubbling right there on the card? It's like some bubbling going on there. It's in pretty bad shape. You can see it kind of peeks through on the back there. Some bubbling going on there. It looks like water damage from a long time. And then, you know, you got some pretty gnarly. The corner wear there is pretty bad. Surely my brother just kind of slipped up and threw that one in there on accident. Yeah, because the front of it's pretty bad. You can't really see it because this artwork kind of hides it a little bit. But if I put it like in the light, you can kind of see how it bubbles. Interesting. 3.5. I'll give you $5 for it, Ivan. Looks good, man. Listen, I think he did really well. I mean, we're talking about Gem Mint 10s on this 93 Tops, on the Leia, on the Han, CP3, C3PO, and Boba. I think he did really, really well there. 9s, 9.5s, some really good ones there. I think he did really good on his 93s for sure. And then some 9s. Got a couple of 9s out of that 83 batch. Not bad there as well. And then Leia, some 9s. Not so bad. I think those are the highlights there. Some 8s. Not too bad there. That's kind of what you would hope to see, though. Man, that 3.5 is a bummer, but I can see why. All right, that's going to do it, folks. Kind of a long one. Hope you hung in there. If you did, I appreciate you. If you like this Star Wars content, please let me know, because like I said, we got quite a bit of it. My brother's a huge collector. And a collector, investor, you know, extraordinaire. The kid's got a pretty decent eye. I think a lot of these cards that he submitted also were going to be for the purposes of seeing how they're graded and kind of what they constitute as a 9, 10, and things like that, just for future reference, I guess. So I think he did pretty good. Got a stack full of 10s and 9.5s, which not so bad. 9s and 8s are pretty good. And then 8.5s, I'd still say is a win on a card that's 38 years old. 7.5, 7s are obviously a bit of a bummer. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you like this kind of stuff, again, leave me a comment down below. Give the video a like and let me know that you like this Star Wars content. We'll keep bringing more of it. And as always, I love y'all. Peace.